Hello, folks. We got quite a bit of interesting Roblox news in this video. Starting off with Blade Ball, they switched to R15 briefly, but then quickly switched it back to R6 after they have seen a drop in player count by about 30%. But yeah, this was first posted by Maximum 80 HD, which is basically Clone Trooper 1019 at one point at least. But Creecraft has made a response summarizing what I basically said here. Blayba swapped avatar types and lost 30% their players, which nevertheless is a very interesting thing to see that, how Roblox wants to push all these realistic avatars. And the people on Roblox right now want, the blocky avatars that has been around for basically a decade and a half, if not 2 decades by now. So, Creecraft thought that, the backlash against these blocky avatars being sidelined for realistic avatars was performative. And he found out this was definitely not the case. So, I'm glad people are actually staying up for R6 and anything that Roblox was built on regarding the foundations. R6, classic stuff. I'm glad because Roblox can't just easily gut their history any more than they already have done with, classic faces being forcibly converted with no backup plan. And who knows when that will even be remotely fixed. And look at that, Green and Gold Cats has backed up the stats as well regarding the ratings, saying pretty crazy that you can't even tell it wasn't even over game randomly falling out of nowhere. And yeah, look at the ratings. It went from like 91.54 and it just plunged by 0.3% in like weeks. And that's not even all. The concurrent players dropped by about 4 to 5,000 as well. And yeah, the dislikes has surged initially here. The likes have even went down as well. So that is insane stuff looking at. So shout out to Green Lego Cats for this information, as well as shout out to Creecraft also for pointing this out in a summarized post. Like, yeah, I'm glad that people are standing up for such stuff. And this needs to happen a lot more often. And not just like complaining either. Okay? Just standing 10 toes down, call out Roblox's bluff every time they try to pull something that is unethical or whatever out of thin air. But and before I move on to the next topic, I think we should all just stop playing Roblox if Roblox is gonna continue to ignore us like we're nothing, like we're just sheep and we're supposed to take orders. No, we shouldn't be blind or oblivious to what's happening, and we shouldn't be sheep who follows orders from the people who don't take us seriously at all. Now we are going to move on to another recent thing that has been circulating, at least on Roblox Twitter, stating that Roblox themselves is appearing to test profile backgrounds, which, has been a topic that has been going on and off regarding relevancy since April, when Valra Swag, who invented the extension Rel Valra, has managed to leak what would happen in April. Now, personally, me, I like the idea of having a background for your profile. It makes it stand out even more than originally anticipated, as it'll give a boost of creativity that Roblox appears to stand for. Now, even though an extension like RoPro has been using profile backgrounds for a little bit now, I've used RoPro myself, I would know about that. There's people who are concerned that people are gonna bypass the profile background feature if Roblox were to release it, which, the concern was very valid for like UGC emotes and UGC animations, because yeah, people already did some wretched stuff with that, but yeah, that's just nuts. And it turns out that the possibility of buying such backgrounds are also real, because the price floor has been revealed to be 100 Robux, which is $1 essentially in today's day and age. Additionally, let's look at the survey directed to Roblox Plus subscribers. Yeah, AI generated avatar backgrounds. So it's not like you could just upload an image. No, this is like AI generated images just from a string of text, by the way, which totally won't go wrong or anything. No, it's totally gonna be fine, right, guys? Yeah, I don't know about that. But I don't know, it seems more underwhelming than what I thought it was going to be when I first looked into the avatar background feature for profiles. Believe it or not, folks, you can finally change servers without leaving the game, which is hard to believe now, but yep, Roblox has essentially added a switch server tab to the escape menu, which has, similar UI when you're confronted with this action, which I'm not sure how, again, they have not done it quite yet, but the fact that they've done this now is telling on where their priorities might have been at, but it appears that it's not necessarily released for everyone quite yet because somebody said they still had the old UI or whatnot. But hey, we may never know if it's fully released or not unless I join a game, for example. Yeah, I decided to go to role bowling for this demonstration of the new UI or old UI, and I have the old UI still, which is not very surprising at all, but it just shows that this new feature where you can switch servers in the servers, that hasn't been rolled out to everyone, just to let you know. Now we are going to talk about Roblox testing the feature of speech to text where you can just say whatever you want to say out loud and it'll just show up in the chat box waiting to be sent, essentially. Or have it be sent directly, I don't know, but I probably won't even receive this because I'm not even age checked, but it'll be nice to have, regardless, I guess, because I don't know. It feels empty and dead inside without, chat abilities. And the reason why I haven't even done that, if you guys haven't known my channel for at least 5 months or so, is because, yeah, the age verification stuff is just too privacy invasive and all that other stuff. That is going to be all, folks. So if you guys like these type of videos, hit that like button and subscribe to support the channel. Let me know what I should cover next, and I'll see you guys in the next video.